I'm Mike Reinhardt. I've been coming to True North for probably 2 years, since close to the inception of this place. I was always a big follower, and I prayed every night. So I would say, I was spiritually connected and had a relationship with God, but I had never truly dug into Scripture. I had never taken the time to sit down and read Scripture. And when I think back to it, I think it's easy to understand why. Scripture can be intimidating. And so my brother called and he's like, Mike, I'm joining a Bible study. We got a good group of guys. I've been there a few times. You should join. Like you told us that you want to read Scripture. We're just starting. Like we're going to start reading it together. And I felt a little embarrassed, right? Because here's a guy who's at the time mid-late 30s, well-read, read a lot of books, but haven't read the Bible. And the one thing I'll say is Mike and Steven just made me feel comfortable from day one. They've really helped me learn more about how to love God. They have taught me more about how to understand God. They've taken this intimidating book that is Scripture, 60 books, 40 different authors, and they've taught me how to understand it. After the energy and the passion that Mike poured into us and Steven poured into us every week at Bible study, I'm like, man, I wanna check out one of their services. Like, if the Bible study is dynamite, imagine what Sunday's like. The one moment at True North that really sticks out was actually a remote moment. And I just was like, I want to turn on church today. Is everybody okay with that? And Mike's message that day was all about seasonal depression. And he stopped, there was a moment, he's like, God told me to talk to you today about this. And some of you out there need to hear this, that there's hope and that he's got your back during this season. And it was just like this really emotional moment for me. And so I'm sitting there with my wife and my in-laws. I broke down. There's this feeling, right? There's this feeling of like God was literally speaking to me at the right time. Like when I needed to hear it, when I was down, he spoke to me and he's like, dude, I got your back. The topic about giving and tithing, giving to the church can be a little sticky. I think growing up in the Catholic religion, I didn't understand how the church donations were being used. There wasn't a lot of transparency to how that budget was used. And so I struggled with that for years. I struggled with how to give to the church, what's the right amount, what are they doing with it? Like, can I put this to better use myself? As we dug into Scripture and we talked plenty about tithing and how it's mentioned in the Bible, and you talk about 10%, and 10% is talked about in the Bible, but don't get caught up in the 10%, right? It's more about what's on your heart. What's God speaking to you? And I think in my spiritual journey, as I begin to realize that, look, all of my capabilities and every opportunity that I have is because of the Lord. And if I'm truly being thankful and submitting to God and His direction, then I know that my money is actually His too. I appreciate the transparency that this group brings to the budget and how they're spending the hard-earned dollars that the congregation's given them. That's huge, right? That's huge. I don't think you get that everywhere. Man, I trust these guys. They're doing really good things. With every dollar that's donated, they're doing good things. This place really excites me, if you can't tell. And I think one of the reasons is I know how far they've brought me in my spiritual journey in just a matter of 2 years. I want everybody to be able to experience that, right? And I want everybody to know that it's available here.